computers. And if you aren't watching live, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching. Thanks for watching. So this live stream wasn't particularly scheduled. It's not something we had planned. But since I'm up here in the Lion Mountain studio, usually whenever I come up and going to do something in this room that I have, some of the original PC stuff, I try to run the hardware through advanced diagnostics. 2 or 3 or 4 iterations of the advanced diagnostics, all tests, just to kind of keep capacitors charged, the rails on drives lubricated, and then particularly special, or I'd say special, but important to me is this IBM expansion unit, which didn't come out with at the same time as the original PC. It actually came out after the XT was released as an option for original PC owners to add additional expansion cards and fixed disk drives to their system. There were other third-party options available, such as the Plus Development hard card, but trying to stick as close to form as possible, I believe with the exception of an Intel 8/16 NIC in the expansion unit, all the cards in both the system unit and the expansion unit are IBM. So, with that in mind, I titled this live stream, How Do We Keep Things Going? And I feel that one of the things that does keep them going, particularly the two 20 meg full height hard disk drives that are in the expansion unit going, is the fact that run them through several full advanced diagnostic cycles every time. Now, you'll notice on the monitor that there are some communications adapter errors, and I believe that is only because I do not have the loopback plugs for those adapters. So still have to get those. If anybody knows where I can find some authentic IBM loopback adapters, please post in the comments or feel to private message. Now, you just noticed that the voice communications adapter failed diagnostics. That is a new failure as of a couple of months ago. I'm not sure exactly what is causing that. I acquired an adapter not in the last year, so 2022 at least. Didn't have an opportunity to do a video on that. I'm still missing a couple of things for it. I do see on some sites that there are new old stock with all the accessories in the box, but a little bit priced outside our budget for doing subject matter shows. It's like $300 or $400 for one, and maybe sometime if somebody wants to donate it or contribute to getting it, we'll do one. I am curious to see how it works, because the functionality of the software that IBM has that takes advantage of the voice communications adapter, like you can use your original IBM PC as a voicemail system. I thought that was pretty neat for 40-year-old technology. So it just started the second iteration of the diagnostic tests, and I don't recall only being just a couple of minutes ago that I said it, 2 or 3 iterations. I just need to step out of the studio for a moment, so you're welcome to just stick out here and watch the system do its thing. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm back, and as things are going through, just going to be commentary. I'm very grateful that when you think about how old an IBM color display is, if not 40 years old, it's pushing it. It's close to it. The fact that this is still going, it hasn't given up its magic smoke, that the image is still very crisp and clear for a CGA monitor. Grateful for that. Grateful that, knock on wood, tantalum capacitors in the system unit have not given up their magic smoke. And same thing for the expansion unit, that the power supplies have not given up their magic smoke. And then, even like I said, even more grateful that the hard drives, even though they're noisy, it sounds like a server room in here sometimes, that advanced diagnostics pass every time. I've run SpinRite 2 on them a couple of times, and they just keep on ticking. We do have scheduled for upcoming live stream. We're going to be working on a 390E laptop. We're going to be reloading OS and drivers manually. It's going to be a rather lengthy live stream because of what we have to do in order to get those drivers. Now, granted, you could go to thinkpads.com, download them all on a modern machine, burn them onto a CD. I suppose could do that. In fact, who knows? I might. But I was also thinking, run a factory image recovery. IBM had up until the 390E was the last version of the 390 where they actually include a disk factory in the factory restore image that would allow you to make driver disks for different OSs. The 390X did not include that. But we're going to reload Windows 95 OSR 2.5 with Plus, load some Microsoft Office 2000 on there. Might do some Windows 2000 as well. Not sure. Haven't decided yet. We might do both. We might install Win95 OSR 2, do the Office install, back it up onto our main server, and try and upgrade to Windows 2000. Well, that's what our Patreon subscribers voted for. So also might as well comment if you like this sort of stuff, want to see it preserved, because that's very important to me, preserving this stuff for as long as I can. The IBM stuff we have in the Richard Byron library for IBM systems preservation, and the other 1980s technology that we're big fans of here on the channel is the RCA SelectaVision video disc, which we try to preserve as much as we can in the newly renamed John H. Stevens library for RCA SelectaVision video disc preservation. But we haven't had a lot of those videos. Haven't had very many videos at all for the RCA stuff. But it's one of the New Year's resolutions to start doing more on that. So I know that watching a PC run through its advanced diagnostics, even just one iteration, is not very exciting. I'm not going to make you sit here and go through, finish this iteration and potentially one more. So I'm going to end the stream. Want to thank you for watching. Consider becoming a Patreon subscriber. And see you in the next video.